Smokey Jones 89 says, did you watch the Owen Dark Side of the Ring and did it change your views on WWE? Well, it didn't change my views on WWE simply because I knew most of the information in there. I'd done a lot of reading on it over the years because it's just such an awful story. I think like most people, the fact the show went on is unreal. I'll never be able to get my head around it. And I thought in terms of the dark side of the ring, yeah, if you are an Owen Hart or wrestling fan, you should absolutely go out of your way to watch it. It's very difficult to watch. It's not fun. It's very sad. And seeing all the home movie clips of Owen Hart and hearing all the stories, kind of realize he's just a super duper good guy. Some of his ribs are a bit annoying, but they are funny, like genuinely funny. And yeah, it was just, I've always said, this isn't me jumping on a bandwagon. It is up to Martha Hart whether he goes in the Hall of Fame or not. I'm not really fussed either way. The Hall of Fame is a nice nod to people that have had amazing wrestling careers. But when it comes to life and death, who am I to sit here and make comments about that? It's not true. It's the same with the Chris Benoit stuff. I leave it to other people. They don't need my opinion thrown into that. Would I mind it if Owen Hart got inducted into the Hall of Fame if everybody was on board? Of course not. He absolutely deserves it. And not just because he died, because he was a trendsetter, which is another thing the Dark Side of the Ring, underlined. It's just one of those things that I don't think we're ever going to be able to understand. Nobody should be falling from the ceiling and dying in a wrestling ring. It's not worth it. It's just sports entertainment. There are far more important things. And I think that's why it's difficult to swallow and difficult to get your head around and difficult to fathom. Because it was so easily avoidable, especially when you tie it into the idea they were doing it to take the mick out of Sting. The irony, wearing a Sting top today, who may be going to AEW soon. It's a hard watch. It sucks. But no, it didn't change my views on WWE. It was nothing I hadn't heard before. I often choose to separate my politics from my wrestling. And I think that's the same with everything. We talked about music as well. Sometimes there are exceptions to the rule, but a lot of the times with entertainment, you do have to separate those two things. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do anything because a lot of people are screwed up. But it sucked, obviously. And I think that Martha Hart is an inspirational woman. I will go with some of the stuff she says. I was like, man, you're far more forgiving than I think I would be, and you are a credit to the human race.